Hello, Softypapa here from the Softypapa store with a real Japan treasure to share with you. This is a Japanese smoking pipe called a Kiseru in Japanese. You use it like this. It's got this long tube to help facilitate the cooling of the smoke as it passes from the bowl up here to the mouthpiece here. Now what really makes this one interesting is the story that it tells. But more about that in just a second. Let's take a closer look. If we take a close look, we can see that the pipe consists of three segments. There's made of brass, I believe. The brass bowl, a bamboo stem, and then another brass mouthpiece. Made of bamboo similar to the bamboo that's growing in my backyard. Let's take a still closer look. You can see the brass piece there. The bamboo, you can actually see the sections of the bamboo there. And then down here, the actual mouthpiece. But what makes this really interesting is the degree of wear. I've never seen a pipe so well used. Look at this mouthpiece. It's been practically chewed up by a past user who clearly had it in their mouth all the time, or maybe they were talking with it in their mouth, or nervously chewing on it or something. But anyway, they chewed it to the point that they literally wore the brass right off of it. Look at that, the color is gone. You can even see the teeth marks on it. Over here, further evidence of use is the fact that the bowl has been burned off from past use. And is that residue of tobacco that I see in there from the last smoke? I think so. Now, how would the bowl typically look? Well, I've got this one right here. This is a piece of another smoking pipe that is broken. And you can see how the bowl would have originally, that's a well-used tobacco pipe as well, but you can see that it's basically burned right off. Isn't that interesting? Now, I'm going to include this pipe and this piece as well together because I think that it tells the story a bit. You can show people, how the bowl should have looked and how it looks now to get an idea about what happened here. And also I think it's interesting because I don't think that this is the type of pipe that you want to use. It's the pipe that you want to talk about and tell people about, share, put on display. Look at that, it's still got it's all clogged up, maybe with tobacco residue in there. I haven't really done anything with these. I got these straight from the dealer that I purchased them from. So they have, the tobacco inside. Like I said, they're museum pieces, I think. Look at the knot there. I just love this. As for condition, it's basically unusable. This is, like I said, it's a museum piece. You wanted to put this on display and tell people stories about it. The date, I'm going to say this is at the start of the Showa period, which would be in 1926 was the start of the Showa period. Around that period or earlier. Could be Taisho or Meiji period, maybe even back all the way to the Edo period. I don't know. This is an old item. In awful condition, not usable, but a wonderful item for display and storytelling. I'm glad you dropped by to have a look. The purchase link will be down in the description. If it's sold, take a look around. I do have the Kiseru and lots of other interesting items in the store. I will be selling these two together. If you buy one, you'll get both to help complement and tell the story of this pipe. Here's a couple photos.